Hello everybody, Martin here, playing my third round of my Maverick Legacy League, currently 1-1. Let's see how we go. Okay, we won the die roll, that's great. Would like to be able to play. Yeah, we keep this. Easy does it. So the question is, do we go for the mana ramp and Deathrite Shaman? The potential mana ramp, that is, or the Mother of Runes? High risk of leading our hitting the first creature right into a removal spell. I think it's a toss up, right? We're up against Storm combo, Reanimator, stuff like that, Deathrite Shaman on turn 1. This potentially what decides it for us. It's a creature matchup, then Mother of Runes. Well, anyway, we're keeping. And our opponent keeps as well. I think I'm going to try for the Mother of Runes and then protect to hopefully have her live and protect the Deathrite Shaman. If not, then she kind of protects Deathrite Shaman if she gets killed, because that's like a piece of rule they're not using on the old mom. Island top, Island Ponder. Well, it's either Miracles or combo. They don't shuffle. In either case, I think Deathrite into Green Sun Zenith for Galaxy is what we want to be looking to do. So the question is, do we play out the second Mother of Runes? I think not. If we're up against Miracles, well, maybe one mom is not enough to protect Teague. Okay, so they're not fetching. Alright, well. Yeah, let's just slam dunk it here. Hope they don't have a counterspell or a force. Hope it's just brainstorm. No, I guess not. They would have just brainstormed. They have counterspell. Okay, so it's definitely Miracles. And that was definitely not great for us. And we are just going to get in there with the Deathrite for 1. Well, hopefully they won't be able to fetch basic planes, and we'll have to get down a Tundra that we can wasteland. Well, yeah, there we go. Sensei's top. So at least they won't get to Terminus on the next draw step, or this time, because they used their Tundra to play out the top for some reason. And we draw the Teague. Beautiful. So we just have to fade them having another counterspell or force. Let's just jam it. Come on, baby. Baby Teague. Oh, are you kidding me? You're so cruel. Well, we can't. That was our 1 Teague. I don't think I can really afford to just sit around with him in hand. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, this is the second Miracles list lately I've seen run 2 counterspells. Okay, so there's the planes. Here we just go for 1 counterspell. Courser. It's really tough to know if I think we have to kill them faster than one Deathrite Shaman. So I think we just have to risk them having Terminus or finding it. Okay. So this is good. Like, we just want creatures. We're not going to play the Thalia if we, unless like they clear the board with Terminus. Let's see here. So they fetch end of turn. They didn't find a Terminus on their on the top of their library, on the top 3, so they fetch a plains and look again. Hopefully won't find Terminus this time either. Alright. And we have a Thalia on top. And they don't find Terminus. Goody. Another fetch land. Doesn't bode that well for us. Let's just grab the counterspell. Like, whenever you're up against like a Snapcaster deck, you have to think about what are we leaving in there for them to get. Oh, there's some Wasteland. We can play that and get a life. That's nice. Script Rangers, the next. Let's just get in there with the Courser. Yeah, like if you're up against Snapcaster decks, it's really dangerous to use Deathrite too proactively and like go for instant spells they can cast with nothing on the stack. So they're predicting. So we could waste their Tarn here. If we do that, they either crack it. I guess then they just look and see if there's something on the top 3 they don't want. Yeah, no, I don't think that's profitable, but just let them predict. I think actually I was supposed to play out the Thalia because we can just protect it with Caracas. And they're not like sitting on a bunch of mana. So I think maybe that was a bit of a mistake. So they're quite like desperately looking for that Terminus now. And we're getting into a somewhat enviable position, though not quite yet. So say here we take the Ponder, not the Predict. Draw the Script Ranger, there's a Deathrite on top. So what we could do here is we could play Script Ranger, then we could activate Deathrite, taking like our own Green Sun Zenith. Then we could return the Bayou with the Script Ranger and untap Deathrite and play the Bayou again and have like second. But we have lethal anyway if they don't find a Terminus. So I think we don't do that. So they brainstorm. So whether or not they have Terminus now could depend on like whether or not they crack their fetch. That could be like an indication. Second predict. Sexy. 2 predicts. No, I haven't seen that list before. So I guess we take the brainstorm here. Now I actually like doing this while they're got this stuff on the stack. Oh, hang on. No, I'm an idiot. Of course, I'm in my end step. Can't replay the bayou. Never mind. Got too clever for my own good. Can we benefit somehow from this? Otherwise, no. Never mind. So, yeah, that was kind of dumb. Well, it's now or never. They have top 4 cards of their library to find Terminus. They're really basic heavy. Yeah, they found it. No, they didn't. Wow. A lot of shuffling here. And what they do here, they shuffled their library. Okay, one last look. Maybe find another ponder. They're halfway through their library and haven't found Terminus yet. They didn't find it? Excellent. Also, like, if they had found it now because of the ponder, or I guess because of nothing, they're in their turn, like, we would at least get to drain them with the Deathrite on our upkeep. Excellent. I don't know, like, I've played against Miracles a lot with this deck and paper, and it's always been, like, a really unfun matchup, but so far, like, my record online has been really good. Alright, so we bring in the second Galactique, bring in the 2 Pithing Needles, bring in the 2 Chokes, probably don't bring anything else. We bring out, basically we want everything here, right? Alright, we bring out the GT, probably the Courser, probably the 2 Stone Forges. I mean, this Sword of Fire and Ice is really nice and all, but maybe we want that to just race them more than we want the Scrib Ranger. The Scrib Ranger being pro blue doesn't matter that much. Could randomly matter against, like, not being bounced by Jace or something. The double activation on our guys probably won't come up that often, because, like, yeah, no, I'm not sure. Maybe on the Knights, but they're going to be bringing out so many basics that it's nice to be able to double activate Mom, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, without the Stone Forges, I guess, like, the random 1 sword is less attractive. So we'll try this one. Well, I guess our opponent's not finding, like, our Miracle opponent's not finding Terminus for, like, half their deck. Helps us. Yeah, I think this is fine. Oh, actually, you know what? Stupid me, I left in all my plows. And we didn't really see, like, Mentor, which, like, I think it's probably better for us to have Stoneforge Mystic than double plow. Triple plow, maybe. We bring out triple plow, put in Stoneforge Mystic, and Sword of Fire and Ice. Alright, so we play out, I think we play out Dryad Arbor, because there's no way to get it out of our hand other than that. and into our library. So I mean, if they plow it, that sets us back a land drop. It's kind of bad, but that also means that that's one plow not going at Gadok Teague. And actually having Caracas and Gadok Teague is really neat. Yeah, alright. Fair enough. Alright, let's play out the Death Right, and let's pretend we don't have a way to get a land into the graveyard. They might not respect it, or they might play around, like not fetching. I think here, like if Death Right lives, I'm just going to, on my turn, take out the plow to stop them having snap plow. Sure, counterbalance. Awesome. We have the decay for that. Oh, bummer. Okay, well, could be worse. Yeah, let's just play out the Caracas here. We'll end up turn decay, then play out Teague. It's just, yeah. So there's a non-trivial sort of world where they have like counterspell here for Teague, and that's, oops, and that would be quite bad. But again, I don't really think I'm going to be playing around that. Alright, he's in. And they snap in plow. Target source of plowshare, sure. And we bounce him in response. So I think that's pretty good for us. That means they have 2 source of plowshares left in their deck. Pretty pleased they didn't slam counterbalance number 2 here, because that is potentially quite bad for us. Also, let's just hope they haven't found like counterspell. They have. Too bad. We play out the Pride Mage. And the mom leaves us vulnerable to Terminus. But I don't know what else mom is doing, like, later on. They serve in, sure. Might indicate terminus on our upkeep. Nope. Another mom. Play out the canopy here. And we draw a card with that in a moment. Let's just see if they do anything. They don't, just take the damage. We'll draw a card. Yeah, we'll just pass. Excuse me. They brainstorm end of turn after topping. Okay. We'll blow up the top, or they'll just draw, but that's one. There's no real opportunity cost for us other than our Pride Mage not being in our library. That does mean the top is 2 cards down, right? Or do they draw it as the second card withdrawn from Brainstorm? I guess so, or they had a top. Like another one. Another counterbalance? Sure. So I think now we sort of have to rely on Green Sun Zenith or a 2-drop. Just not that. Okay, this is it's not good. They now get to like untap and slam a Jace or something. Okay, just passing. Safe for now. Do we waste them here? We waste the Tundra? Guess not. Maybe we just save the Wasteland for like them drawing a Caracas or something. Sylvan Library. Ugh, they likely will have a 2 on top, but no time like the present. Yeah, they do. No, they didn't. Don't point a 2. Sylvan's so good. Oh. Right. Alright. I think actually we waste them here. Cut them off the 3rd white. Not that 3 white is a key number for them, but it might matter. Like, it might prevent them from being like Plow and Council's Judgment in the same turn or something. They find another fetch, so whatever. Well, Pithing Needle is awesome if we ever find Abrupt Decay. I think if I'm them, I'd probably play out the second counterbalance. They might just want to leave it on top to have like 2 covered. There's Jace. There's the big boy. Alright, they Fate Seal us and leave the card on top. And we fetch to clear the top. I kind of hate that you can't see what card they left like you can in paper. They're just fate sealing us. They're going for the quick win with Jace. Leave it on top. Well, let's see. Bottom, bottom, bottom. Yes. Knight. I seriously doubt that will ever get to do anything, but let's just jam the sucker. They likely have a plow, or they have Terminus on top, or they can just bounce it with Jace, or they have Snapcaster into Counterspell. Yeah. I'm just going to make them run down the clock here. And work for their win. I mean, we can still just draw a decay if they don't, like, if we can fate the fate seal kind of thing. If they bottom this and we draw a decay, we can decay, counterbalance, and needle on Jace. They're not attacking with snap. Well, one last go around. They likely have like a force of will or another Snapcaster into counterspell. Oh wait, there is no more counterspells. There are no more counterspells in the yard. But I'm just saying, I don't expect Needle to resolve. Like even if, well, there you go. They topped. Put the card on top. Alright, so let's concede. And bring out some of these plows. I think all three actually. Bring in the 2 stone forges and the Sword of Fire and Ice. Do we want like 1 plow maybe instead of the Scrib Ranger? Just in case they have like a singleton. Like plow's not completely irrelevant even if we're not up against like a full mentor build. Okay, so we have to mulligan this, no lands. And we'll keep this. And we keep this on top. So we can go turn 1 Mom, turn 2 Thalia. That's never really that bad. Turn 3 we can go like Cradle and Sylvan Library. That's like without them having any say, of course. They don't have turn 1 top. So they have to force here or let it resolve. Great. Now we just have to hope that they go turn 2 fetch Tundra. I guess not. So I think we play out the Stoneforge here. We're overcommitting a bit, but we want to get the equipment on the board sooner rather than later. And they will basically, they could have, like, if they have Brainstorm Terminus here, then, you know, then that's what they'll have. But at least we'll have a Sylvan Library then, because they won't be able to both counter that and Brainstorm the Terminus on top. And we'll have a Sword of Fire and Ice and be able to like go Death right next turn and Sylvan should do a lot of work for us. Looks like they do have the 3-for-1. That's only like a 2-for-1 because we got the Sword of Fire and Ice from our Stoneforge. Nope, they didn't have it. Excellent. Sensei's top? Ponder. Okay, well, we have the chance to get like really far ahead here with the Sword of Fire and Ice on Thalia, which is excellent. They shuffled on their Ponder. Okay, well, this is looking like excellent right now. Let's see here. Always yield. Always yes. You know what? How much mana do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3, 6. So we can actually get Gadok Teague here. So let's say Mom, we put her on top and we pay 4 life to keep. And we fetch. Just trying to work out if they have like if they have Blood Moon, they could very well have Blood Moon, and Blood Moon can easily wreck us. So I think we should get a basic here. That means we only have the Scrubland to do white mana. But anyways, that's an aside. Okay, so we won't be able to play and equip the sword, sadly. So we'll do like this. Yes, like this. We go X is. Oh wait, hang on. We can. Can we? Just trying to work out if we can do stuff. No. Well, what we can do is we can play Zenith with X being 2, and then we'll have enough mana to file in the sword with the Stoneforge. Okay, well, so basically they have to now get Council's Judgment, I think. They have to both have another land and a Council's Judgment because they can't get rid of our port with a Terminus, and they can't plow Teak through Mom. So we're looking really good here. Yeah, alright. Tear on the Sylvan Library. Well, you were good for the 1 turn, Sylvan. I got to draw an extra card. Well, there's another land. So in comes the sword. There's a backup Teague. That's not too bad, I guess. We will. I feel like such a waste. But if we don't tap the Cradle to equip Teague, we will have to tap like Forest, and we don't mind tapping Forest, but we kind of want to keep up Wasteland, and we kind of want to keep up Scrubland for the white, at least to pretend like we have something. Alright. Yep. So burn them down to 5. draw a card. That was actually what would have been kind of nice. Anyway, I think their one out here is to play Caracas to bounce Gadokteeg and then like play a top or have Brainstorm to get Terminus, but they play the Strand. Alright, well, excellent. We were able to get there in a super quick game 3. Everything kind of panned out for us. I don't think I'm not playing this deck as well as I could be, but yeah, but it's fun. I'm really enjoying it, and I feel like I'm getting to improve a bit on some other stuff than what I normally get to work on playing Storm. So thanks for watching, and I will try and see if I can get to like play my round 4 match as well, actually. Alright, we're back for round 4 of this Legacy League. We're on the draw. And we get a decent hand. Some land, Deathrat Shaman, Abrupt Decay's removal. Uh-oh. Burn. Well, then now I'm not loving this hand quite that much. I'm not liking it more. So I think Catacombs here are going to fetch basic Forest, and we're going to play out Deathrat Shaman and just hope that they're not sitting on like creature removal, or that they choose not to go for it. It's unlikely, but yeah. And what? Bolt the Deathrite? No, okay. Well, I mean, we're gonna take like 7 damage here, which is not good, obviously. But at least our Deathrite gets to live, and next turn we can decay one of their guys. Like the ideal draw for us now, I think, is Plow, maybe. Although I guess then we only get to put 1 creature in the graveyard. Yep. So we basically can't really do anything here. We just have to hope again that Deathrite lives. We decay one of their guys, hope we don't die. We can gain 2 life on our subsequent turn. Yeah, we're not gonna try and block here. And it's targeting me. That's good. I guess we decay now. Do we? Like, let's say they have another bolt. This bolt takes us down to 8. Next bolt takes us down to 5. That triggers the second, like 1 more on the Swift Spear. And that takes us down to 2 then. And then if they have Fire Blast, we're dead. Just trying to work out if by letting this happen we can like bait them playing out another bolt on me instead of Deathrite. Whereas if I decay first, then they might be tempted to kill the Deathrite because we have like there's a creature in the yard now. It looks like we get to untap with Deathrite, and Stoneforge is a big draw for us here. We open ourselves up quite heavily to excuse me, to Price of Progress by playing out the second non-basic, but that's okay. I think we get the well, I was going to say we get the Batterskull. I've been playing Death and Taxes and Paper earlier today. No, we have the GT. That's all we can do. So I kind of want to block here with the Stoneforge. Either nothing happens if they're just bluffing and don't have anything, or they kill the Stoneforge. It gives us another creature in the graveyard for Deathrite, and we can always just play out the Jite. So I think I'm going to do that. We get priced. Alright, so basically if they have Fire Blast, we're dead, no matter what. We can... I think we have to eat something with the Deathrite in response in case they don't have Fire Blast, but they have like a Bolt. So we will exile a creature card and gain 2, go up to 8. Yeah, they have the Fire Blast. Okay, we're dead. Well, Burn is probably not the most fun matchup for us. So, I think we want the 4th Plow. I think we want probably Canonist is decent. Does Duress, like, if we got 3 Duress, probably we'd bring them in, since we only have 1. Alright, so Sylvan, I don't like 2 copies of. Gadokteeg stops Fire Blast, but that's it. I don't think that's good enough. So probably bring out Scrib Ranger to and what, one of the Canonists? Actually, the Duress, do we really want to be doing that on our turn? Good thing about Duress, something like a card like a Duress, it trades like 1 for 1 with one of their burn spells, so it's like that much less damage we're taking that turn. Yeah, actually, I don't mind it. I think I like it over the second Canonist. Alright. Let's go. We have Stoneforge. We have nothing but non-basics, but we do have the Courser, which is potentially really big, and it, like, yeah, we keep this. And we go Horizon Canopy, Zenith for 0. Hope we don't lose the Zenith, or the Dried Arbor, and then just go Courser on our second turn. Sure. We also have, yeah, this is a pretty neat hand. They just don't deserve us completely. Okay, so yeah, this Horizon Canopy has dealt us 2 damage by now, which is not exactly great. So I think like we absolutely cannot block Courser, block with Courser here. Well, we can now, unless they're going to Fire Blast. They're not. Okay. There's the Green Suns. Play out the Wasteland, gain a life. Yay. So, boss. Probably we play out a Mother. Who's 2 life. If we can just get Mother online, then we can get Ooze online. Or maybe we go for Stoneforge here. Then we shuffle away the Zenith. What does the Zenith get us otherwise? Then we wouldn't. Yeah, I like a shuffle. We want to land next turn. We're going to keep up Wasteland just to be able to waste ourselves and not die to price. Get Jite here. And Duress is kind of useless. So we really don't want to see them playing like a Sulfury Vortex here, or at least that means we have to like just rush towards a black mana source to be able to abrupt decay it. I'm not sure if we use the Horizon Canopy to draw a card at end of turn to just get a card deeper. That leaves us with only one green source if for an eventual like ooze. And they serve in. And yeah, we probably can't afford to block here. So wait, Courser doesn't let me just play lands on their turn, right? You may play the top card of your library if it's a land card. But you can still only play one land a turn, and yeah. So I think maybe actually we have to offer up the trade with Courser here. I don't think we can really afford to take 4 here, go to 11. I think we want to block the Eidolon, and that will put creatures in the graveyard for ooze. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Or wait, hang on. Next turn we get to attack with an equipped Jite. So what can they do here? They can have Price of Progress, Fire Blast. So these guys draw us down to 11 Fire Blast to 7 price to, then we have to waste ourselves. We still get 4. That's 3. They have a bolt to finish us off. You know, I think we're going to block. Okay. Come on, land on top. Yes. We'll play that game of life. Beautiful. Ah, they're actually playing Skullcrack. Okay. So, I think we take a Bayou here. Oh, we still can't gain life. So that was dumb. Should have waited. There is a Skullcrack that we don't want to see. So we'll play out. We're taking a pretty big risk running into like a Price of Progress here. But they'll have to top deck that, and we can actually, no, we can't survive it because they have the Lava Spike. I probably even just want to gain the life here, right? Before they can top deck another Skullcrack. Yeah. Oh no! Oh goodness, that I don't deserve to. I don't deserve to win. I don't deserve to win. Yeah, so we just lost. Oh, that was humiliating. That was so bad. Like I used the in case anyone didn't notice, I used to use the GT counters on my own turn while the Skullcrack was still a thing. So. Right. Well, this feels slightly stupid. Alright. Well, I think I'm just gonna go for the last one here. Alright, let's go for the last round, see if we can salvage a break even. Maybe I shouldn't even be playing. I'm still tilting from that catastrophe. That was last game in Spurn. But, alright, so we'll be on the play, and we're gonna mulligan this. Can't keep a Wasteland hand like that. Yeah, this is okay, I think. We get to scry. Sylvan is neat. We'll probably want to go Heath first, though, just to not get wastelanded. Opens us up to like a stifle out of our opponent's hand, but gosh, another miracles deck. Could be Storm, of course, or Sneak Show, I guess. Let's see here. If it's miracles, they will fight over this if they can. Yep. Alright. Well, we him them. Now we just have to hope that they don't have access to basic planes, but to Tundra or something. Polluted Delta is a start. They might go like fetch Tundra top. Or they might just go for basic island, who knows. So like we really have to assume they have plow. So it's kind of feel bad to lose our most important creature against them this early. So I might just try and go for some beats actually. You'll see I'm not playing out my wasteland here because I really want them to fetch Tundra. Fetch Tundra, plow this would be lovely actually. Mind you, like, it's not completely for sure that it is actually miracles. I don't know that. Could be some show and tell deck. We've only seen Brainstorm and Force and Basic Island and Polluted Delta. Alright. This will probably be telling, unless they just get Basic Island. Basic Swamp. Could be the Grixis deck, the Mentor deck. But not the Grixis, the Esper deck, I mean. If it is, Teague is worth a lot less. Plow is nice. The Exalted triggers are kind of nice. Right, there's the Tundra. It might be just a weird miracles thingy. That is the Grixis. We're going to be putting them under a lot of pressure here. With the Exalted triggers, the Primate is going to be swinging for 4. And we're going to waste their Tundra, I think. We could also play out a Script Ranger. No, that doesn't seem worth it. We're going to waste their Tundra, play out Hierarch, keep open Source to Plowshares for the Mentor. We could be trying to play out Teague to not get Jaced, but the Wasteland is going to stop that anyway for the next turn anyways. Love me some Exalted. So 2-turn clock if they waste us, or not wait, if they fetch or force or something. Suppose they could be playing like Deluge or something. There's Brainstorm. If they want to be effective with it, they will need to crack a fetch. I worry about us after sideboard against this deck. I think it has a lot of answers for creatures. They'll probably have several sweepers. But let's see. Well, they are taking their sweet time resolving this Brainstorm. Complicated magic card. Or they spilled their glass of beer all over their keyboard. You never know. Maybe I should do a blooper reel of stupid stuff I've done using 2 GT counters with a skull crack. Is definitely one of the most stupid things I can remember doing. Well, that was the previous match if you didn't see it. So here, I'm not sure if I actually, well, okay, now hang on, let's see what they do here. They plow it. Yeah, they plow it. Okay. Ah, stupid. Oh, I clicked through. I was gonna play out Knight. Oh, that was dumb. I'm just all over the place today. So they're sitting on 7 cards. Well, we can flash in the Scrib Ranger at end of turn if we should feel like it, which we probably will. Taziger, sure. So I guess we plow Taziger. That gives them like some life to bounce back with, but I don't think we want Taziger, do we? Do we mind having Taziger? Yeah, I don't think we want them to have Taziger. I suppose it's better that they have Taziger than they have Monastery Mentor, so this might be them baiting us. Okay, well, we can't stop that. So they will just have to have Taziger. So we'll attack for 2. So I don't actually think Taziger is doing anything other than just being a 4/5 right now. Alright, so they Snapcaster the Bolt. And to take care of our knight. And we can't really stop that, so Taziger knocks us down, but like we're winning this race. Oh, there's another knight. Guess life could be worse. Yep, let's see. Ponder, search for another plow. They've only used one. They don't shuffle, so they found something they like. Yep, alright. I think we just kill the Snapcaster here. Costs us a land drop, but because the Scrib Ranger has pro blue. So they need to kill the Scrib Ranger now, and then hold off attacking with with Tassiger, which is not impossible at all. It's basically the same as before. Like, I mean, them losing the Snapcaster doesn't really matter. Alright. Okay, they concede. Let's just see what we were drawing. Caracas? No. Alright. Okay, so we're up one game here. I think Choke is a fine card, even though they have like basic plains and basic swamp. They're likely going to be playing a lot of islands. The second plow, we don't mind that at all. They're likely to be running Sensei's Divining Top and or Jace, so a couple of Pithing Needles seem fine. Honestly, I mean, the Teague is not bad, but he's not fantastic either. The Pride Mage, do we want him? I think we shave him. Like, we shave the Courser. I kind of want most of this other stuff, though. Maybe 4 plow is too much when we also have the decay. Now we'll shave the Scrib Ranger. It's funny, I always end up like boarding out the Scrib Ranger. There aren't that many matchups where I feel like it's a must-have. We actually can't play anything other, like any creatures for this hand, so I think we have to mulligan it. We only have, like, we can only ever make 1 mana until we draw a second land or a creature. That's a 1 mana casting cost creature. Yeah, we keep this for sure. They've mulliganed to 6, 2. And we keep. And we scry this to the top. We like Deathrite Shaman. Ponder, sure. We have to hope they don't probe and see our needle, because we definitely want that, like, more as a surprise. They shuffle their library. Hope that means that they are light on lands. And again, the eternal question of this deck: do you do turn 1 Mom or turn 1 Deathrite? So assuming they don't have Plow, I think it's more important that Mom lives than that we get to ramp mana, even though we have the Green Suns. So, because what we want to do is want a Green Sun for 3 to get Knight, and we won't be able to do that until turn 4 anyway. Or turn 3, I mean, regardless of whether we play Deathrite on turn 1 or 2. So, let's see what we see. Well, there's the white mana, and there's the Plow. So predictable. So we play out Deathrite now and just hope they don't have land Snapcaster. Well, actually, that works too. I like wasting them here when we have the Deathrite to press the mana advantage, and they mulliganed once. Shuffle on a Ponder. It's not to say they can't, like, they might have more lands, but Well, they have a cantrip. Well, let's see. I've got a feeling they don't have any more lands, and they're pondering for a land. They don't shuffle. Probe. All right. Well, the Pithing Needle Cat is out of the bag. If Deathrite lives, I think I'm gonna like proactively drain the plow in their yard. I guess Deathrite does get to live. So yeah, we're playing to break even here, which is a bit of a shame. That's the score when you lose twice. They don't shuffle, so find what they like. Yeah, let's just break out the bayou and drain the plow. The next turn we can play Zenith for 3, which probably gets us pierced, but and they're just cantripping. Man, Thalia would be awesome here. Come on, Vic PC, play a bit faster, please. Therapy, okay. Well, it'll be interesting what they take. Okay, they take Zenith. They respect the knight. Yeah, decay's not bad. So, like, we want to take the therapy. Well, rather, we just don't want to get therapied again off a flashback. But I think we can just hold off doing that. I'm still not playing out the needle until, like, I see if they run out of Jace or something. Jace or top. I was gonna say if they didn't crack the strand, I might just play out needle and hope to get them on flooded strand. That'd be funny. Snapcaster. Okay. They are targeting Ponder. So either we could do something really funny here because like they might be baiting us here, hoping that like so we take the Ponder from their Snapcaster and then they can flashback Snapcaster take Needle. So we could decay Snapcaster right now. Then we get to keep the needle. We lose the decay, and like, is the decay worth more than the needle here? I think it is if they draw like, Mentor. Although Jace, if they have Jace next turn, then that's really bad for us without our needle. I think I like my play. This does feel a bit silly if they just slam Monster Mentor. So let's just pass the turn and be ready to take their therapy again. They're not doing anything? Great. So, okay. They're planning Death Right. That's somewhat annoying, but not much we can do about it. We're going to fetch out Dryad Arbor here, just to be able to beat for one. And we're going to play out Sylvan Library. We're going to play out the Cavern first, though, to play around Spell Pierce that they showed us in game 1. And we'll just name Human with this Cavern. Okay, so I got a hymn. Well, yuck. Ponder's not nice here. Come on with the shuffle. If they can slam like a Mentor here, we're in big trouble. They don't. They don't shuffle, but they just pass the turn. They might have Snapcaster. Okay, Jace. They know we have the needle, right? So they're hoping to draw like land therapy, I guess. Man, this Dryad Arbor is such a slow clock. Great. Yeah, I didn't think they were going to be able to answer that. So here we keep like going at their life total, or we try to for 3 turns to kill the Jace that's inactive, just in case they draw something like they boarded in Council's Judgment for the needle or something. I think we go for their life total though. And so I think we also keep Caracas in our hand, just to not show it to them, so that might influence how they play Tassiger. It would be nice for us to start drawing some creatures. I wonder if they forgot we had the needle, or if they just thought that, like, getting a single brainstorm out of Jace was sort of better than just not doing anything that turn. Okay, main phase fetch. Uh-oh, this is not good. Follow up? No, okay, come on. Ugh. Brutal. Well, we are not in a great place right now. Let's just hope they don't have they don't have a spell. That's really good. I wonder what they're sitting on though. That they aren't casting. If it was like a snapcaster, they would like snap, ponder, or brainstorm or something. So I guess it's likely to be a counterspell of some sort. A second Jace. Well, if it's a counterspell, I think also if they had a plow, they would use it on the Dried Arbor just to get going. But anyway, we have human, cavern on human. Oops. Let's go green. So they can't answer this. They're in big trouble, but okay. So they were just patiently sitting on that. That's too bad for us. I even got my hopes up. Wah, wah. Alright, we take 2. Ugh, we are just choking here. Just getting flooded. So I guess we just pass the turn. I think they're like much more likely to get somewhere now. Each draw step for them is like huge. The mentor. Well, just shift the turn back. Another mentor. Gosh. Still think we just don't block here. Zenith would be nice. Thalia? Thalia can jump. Thalia also means that they have to play spells when they attack to pump. But I don't get why they're not doing that anyway if they have like proactive spells they can be casting, because they should just be making a lot of monks and just go around me. Also, I think there's a very real chance that this opponent could lose on time because I'm up 1 game and they are taking so much time making their decisions. Like right now, they're just thinking forever about a Thalia that cannot be countered. I mean, I'm not saying it's not legit. They could maybe want to brainstorm before she resolves or whatever. But and I forgot to play my Caracas. I'm such a boss. Oh crap! I've just been playing horribly. Yeah, we obviously wanted the Caracas to be able to block with Dahlia and Bouncer, or even just like protect her from a plow, which, you know, they could have. They could have Snapcaster into plow. In fact, they are likely to. I feel. I don't get this. They're not attacking. Okay, that's unbelievable. What are they drawing with their deck that isn't like casting spells? Just lands? Okay, play out the Crocs. Go. Okay. They get to see that we're sitting on nothing. They've got to draw more spells. I can't believe they aren't. I feel like we are for sure losing this game too here, but it's just a question of like how much time they spend. So they're gonna name Caracas, which is the only thing that makes sense for them to name here. Unless they want to try and get us with the Misty, but can't imagine. They named Knight of the Reliquary, okay. That doesn't make much sense to me, but whatever. Okay, so we, oops, nope. We, Noble Hierarch, or Dryadar makes a noble sacrifice. Thalia gets in the way. Thalia gets bounced. 4 damage. We take 3 from the monk. And there is a knight. So I think we prefer to get knight down actually. They're fetching in response for some reason. They have a counterspell? That's hilarious. Let's just grab this Underground Sea. So like I think we just passed the turn. Felt like they had a spell to cast, like a counter spell. So like Knight is not going to be able to hold this army back. They can cast like even 1 spell, but probably like just 2 spells. Kills us maybe. Then these guys attack for 15. Yeah, we're dead to 2 spells. there's one spell. And we block one. And yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna play it out here, play out the clock. So I think they might have a counterspell, and they might want to use it just to get an extra monk here. Yeah. So how many monks do they have? They have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have 9, 10 attackers. So they just need to cast one spell next turn. Actually, they don't need to cast any spell. They just have us lethal. It looks like they are casting. That'll be more time off their clock. Sure. If they had a fourth color, they could have drawn 4 cards. I'm not sure if they're not aware of their clock. Maybe they're using it, they don't know if we've drawn like a plow or something. Alright. Let's go to the sideboard. So I guess we want the 4th plow. Actually, it feels like with all this removal, being plowshares, maybe scavenging ooze isn't that hot because there won't ever be any creatures in the graveyard, more or less. But having said that, like they're running a lot of snapcasters, so it's nice to just tax their graveyard. Yeah, I think we're gonna board. Maybe we'll board out the Noble Hierarch instead. I like having the ooze. Okay. So we will keep this hand. They're mulling to 6. We should be able, like they have to go for like a blitz win to win in time. They're mulliganing to 5. Keeping that hand scrying to the top. Well, so they have a non-basic. They do. So they have a top. And they don't. They name Knight of the Reliquary. Okay. So here we have to decide on whether to go Stoneforge or Waste. I prefer Waste and then like hope to screw them on the land. And then go Thalia next turn, regardless. Another therapy. Sure, they'll probably take Stoneforge. Hopefully Thalia screws them. They're in 1 minute and 20 seconds, so it's a more or less like a foregone conclusion that we'll win this one. So they're playing for like the moral victory, I guess. My friend, you are taking way too long. They have already named the Mystic, so now they're just looking at the Thalia we drew. I'm not doing anything, just letting their time run out. They've disconnected. They might just have like quit Magic Online to let us sit here and wait for 35 seconds, which is fine. So I think I'll start wrapping up. Like 3-2. Yeah, you break even. We lost to Blue-Red Delver on a Delver Painter, and I don't know what that matchup is like normally like. Guess I feel like it should be okay for us, but yeah. Then we beat the Eldrazi deck, which was fun. I actually played like a lot of games today in paper with Death and Taxes against Eldrazi, so I've really gotten to play that matchup a lot. That was awesome. We beat Miracles, which is great. And then we made a gigantic error in our burn matchup, which made me cry inside. Activating Umasa's Jite after they had cast and resolved Skullcrack to then lose. But yeah. And now we beat this Esper Mentor deck. So, alright, well, I think that's it for me. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll be back with more Legacy matches down the road. Bye-bye.